Chef Nick Pellegrino from Mangia in Nashville is in our Super Home Surplus kitchen. We always love when you're here.
I love being here.
I'm just saying, baked stuffed shells. I actually just said to you, how am I ever going to lose weight when you come and cook this kind of stuff for me? But
it's everything in moderation.
It's a good problem to have.
I mean, you're not
I'm
going to eat this
saying.
every day. I mean, you'd love to eat it every
would
day,
love to
but
eat it
you
every
wouldn't
day.
do that. So
No.
this is a great dish.
this intimidates me too. When
Yeah.
I see it, I'm like, this just looks like it's a whole lot.
But it's not. It's
Okay.
not. It's, you know, and here's the great thing about this dish. It's really impressive, and you can do this up to 3 days ahead of time. And just
Really?
heat it up and bring it out to the
Okay.
table, and you're a rock star.
I'm gonna
So
do
the
that.
first thing that we're going to do is we're going to cook our shells.
Okay.
Okay,
And
let me
just-
ask you this
Yes.
with the shell cooking, because sometimes these can stick together. You're
Yes.
talking about big shells. What do you do to...
You just got to make sure you stir them when they're in the water.
Yeah.
And then when they come out, just toss them in a little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
Just to keep them from sticking together.
That's the
okay,
part.
so these are the
Okay.
big shells, the jumbo shells. You can get them in any of the grocery stores. First, we're going to make our filling. Our filling
do
is
it.
basically ricotta cheese
Got it.
that we're going to dump into this bowl here.
Mm,
Okay.
Anything with ricotta is good.
Anything with ricotta is good, right?
Yeah.
Then we're going to put some shredded mozzarella in there.
That makes it even
Because
better.
we want that
Yeah.
nice
Oh,
stringy
so you do
stuff
the
in
nice
there.
fresh one. Okay.
Well, I only use
I know
fresh
you
in the
only use
restaurant.
fresh,
but that
but-
doesn't mean that you can't use the other one. That's fine too. I'm gonna put a little chopped basil and parsley in there.
Nice.
Okay, and then we're gonna hit it with some grana padano. This is a Parmesan cheese. It's
Yeah, it
aged just
is.
a little bit. Okay, and this is the filling. This is the same filling that you could use for manicotti or any kind of stuffed pastas that you want to use.
Okay, tell me the name of this cheese again.
This is grana padano cheese. It's
Okay.
aged for about 16 months.
Can I
And it's
find
a
that anywhere?
Absolutely. You
Really?
can find it in all the grocery stores.
Okay.
Absolutely. So then we're just going to a little bit of salt and pepper. Now remember that cheese is kind of salty, so you don't want to put too much salt in there.
Okay.
And we're going to mix it up.
Yeah.
And the coolest thing in the world is if you don't have a pastry bag at home, all you have to do is get a little
Ziploc.
plastic Ziploc bag, right? Put your filling in there, and then we're going to take our shells.
There you go.
And we're going to fill them like that.
Makes it look so easy.
Just like that. Look at that
heaven.
guy.
That's
So
heaven.
when we're assembling
All right.
the dish, you want to rock
I'm
on some
gonna
of
do
those?
it.
Kelly,
All right,
going
let's see what you
in.
got, girl.
Going
Come
in,
on.
going in.
While I'm assembling this, I'm going to have a word with you.
Oh.
I just saw recently how people were talking about movies that they don't get and they don't like and everybody else loves.
Fighting
and
words.
this really, I mean, it cut me like
It dug
right,
deep. Just
right
cut
gut
like a
deep.
knife?
Cut like a
To use
knife.
Bryan Adams'
Like
song.
the knife that they used in this movie to cut up Billy Bats. Anyway, you don't like Goodfellas.
I don't.
What is up
It
with
just
that?
never spoke to me. I grew up around brothers. There were always boys around, and they love Godfather. Okay, I'll give you Godfather.
I got the cat. You insulted me a little bit. I was a little salted. No. You're a little out of line. I was insulted a little bit when you said that.
And
I'm
then
just saying. Just
Goodfellas,
saying.
it gets pretty
Just saying.
dark, you know?
Of course it gets dark,
Bad
but those
things
people
happen.
are dark.
Those
They're a lot
dark
of fun to
people.
watch, right? And they're
so
funny,
great.
like a clown, funny, like, you know, like to amuse you. So once you...
Is that where that line comes from?
Yeah, do I
you?
amuse you? Am I a clown?
Yes.
Am I funny? Henry, how? Tell me.
I might have seen that movie a few
Back
times.
to the stuffed
Yes,
shells.
yes,
Spot
yes,
on.
yes.
Once you get them stuffed, look at Kelly's
Okay, so
rocking on
you
those
do a
shells.
little sauce on
little
the
sauce
bottom.
on the
Okay.
bottom, okay?
I ain't
Then you're
messing
gonna
around.
get some sauce on the top, right? And then we're gonna hit it with a little more of melted mozzarella.
All right, talk about this mozzarella. Did you just take it from those fresh mozzarella balls and then you string them apart? I mean, I know you got real stuff, but I could
well,
do
I
that,
make
right?
it. I make it in the restaurant.
Right.
But you can buy them in the supermarket, and you could absolutely shred them up.
Okay.
And then what we're gonna do is once they're all in there, we got sauce on top of them. We hit them with some more cheese, and then we have one in the oven baking right now, and you're gonna grab those towels.
May I?
I love she came out with this gigantic pot holder, but she only had one of them. I wanted her to have two of the space hands to take them out of the oven. Look at you. So what you're gonna do is once it's all assembled and we got our sauce on it and the cheese, we're gonna put it in about 375-degree oven, covered for about 30 minutes, okay?
Is that
until the
it?
sauce is bubbling. Yeah, because the pasta's already cooked.
Okay.
And this just really has to heat through. I mean, you just want to have it get it all melty.
Right.
And then after those 30 minutes, you're going to take the cover off, turn on the broiler, or just turn the oven up a little bit
To get a little
and
of
it's
the
going to
brown.
brown the top. And then
Because
look
if
at
you're
you
like
ready.
me and you've made this and you don't cover it initially,
You burned it.
you burn the cheese
It
a
happens,
lot.
it
I mean, it's like a
happens.
big,
So
you only
we
do
get
that
one for you
once.
right there. And these are great when they come out, and they're really just, like you said,
All right.
it's getting cool outside.
Tell
It's
everyone
time
where
to
we can
rock and
find
roll.
it at Mangia.
Mangia Nashville. Tomorrow night we start girls' night out, ladies' night. Have half-off bottles of wine. It's going to be madness. Cats sleeping with dogs. It's insanity.
We're doing it. We're
now
totally
you're talking
doing that.
Ghostbusters. Now that's my language. All right, listen, Chef Nick, the restaurant is as much fun as he is. Go see him at Mangia. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.